Hi and welcome or welcome back to the channel, to the video, whatever. Today, I'm sorry for the voice. The voice isn't feeling it today. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Today I'm gonna be reading 1-star reviews of books that I rated 5 stars. I know this is gonna hurt my feelings, but okay. These are not my 6-star reads. Let's be really clear about this. These are my barely reaching 5-star reads, most of these I think, except maybe they're like on the edge of like 5 stars to 5.5. You know, it's not gonna be my 6-star reads. I'm not gonna do that to myself, especially not today. I have 4 books. So let's go. First book, it's gonna hurt me, I know that. Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. Book 3 in the Boys of Thomas series. Now listen to me, this is not a 6-star read. I prefer Binding and Keeping 13 over this one, but I loved it. What I did do is I already looked up some reviews, right? I did not include any that are like, I am putting my rating down because this and that, because she's a Zionist, because she's this, because she's that. Listen, I'm not throwing those words around. She doesn't even do her own socials. Like, we don't know shit about this author, so let's not bash on the author. We're only talking book. We're not talking author, and I know you cannot separate the art from the artist, but I mean, the term Zionist gets thrown around a lot on book talk, especially in my personal opinion. Listen, I don't know them personally, and unless I see them say something, and though it's not AI, that's the only way I'm gonna believe it. Sorry. Especially when it's an author that does not do her own social media. Anyway, so I did not include any of those. I did 4 per book. The first one, I really am just doing this for Lizzie Young. I mean, Lizzie is honestly everything but my favorite character. So yeah, our opinions are clearly very different from each other, but okay. What a huge letdown. Eva was such a loser. The amount of begging and whining she did was beyond pathetic. He was responsible for protecting his siblings against his father, and she stole so much of his time, literally asking him to run away with her, ? I mean, it's not his job to protect the kids from the parents. I'm sorry, it's not. It's good that he's doing it. I'm not saying that that's not a good thing, but it's not his job. And I mean, Ava's stealing his time. I know Joey needs to have a life of his own, okay? And yeah, it sucks, but like, no, I do not agree with that at all. Yes, I'm not saying I don't agree with the fact that she's a little whiny here and there, because she definitely is. But I don't agree with the fact what I'm reading of that review is someone telling me he's supposed to take care of those kids because their father is an abusive asshole, so he's not allowed to have a girlfriend or have friends, and that's not okay to me. But you know, I mean, reading is subjective, you know. This one I kind of thought was just funny. I don't know how to feel about this, in all caps, and then edit. Yeah, okay, so now I do know how to feel about this. Not good. Good for you, girl. Not much to say there. DNF 60% in. Hated Aoife in this, and Joey was acting weird too. I mean, he's doing drugs, you guys. He is gonna act weird if he's high all the time. That's how it works. You DNF'd it at like what? What's 60%? Like that far into the book? I'm gonna guess like around 380. And I'm sorry, but you haven't seen him get sober, I'm pretty sure. And like, yeah, he's gonna act weird because in the other books he was sober for the most part. In this, he's very much high all the time. So, clearly I do not agree with most of these. Then, Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams, which I rated a full 5 stars. Yeah. Oh, the sun! Sorry, I haven't seen the sun in like 2 days, and yeah. First up, I can't express how annoying, insufferable, irritating, aggravating, obnoxious, infuriating, whiny, arrogant, self-absorbed, idiotic, self-serving, pretentious, dumb, and stupid these 2 characters were. Well, first up, you said dumb and stupid. It's the same thing. I mean, if you can find that many adjectives, I see where this reviewer was extremely frustrated with Emily and Jack, and I can see they are kind of a little very arrogant and self-absorbed. But you know what? It's fine. Then DNF at 30%. I had no investment in this couple, find it ridiculous that they've known and hated each other since college for no real reason, and yet they are making life decisions based on the other being in their orbit. This might be an unpopular opinion, but if you have not read at least 50% of the book, don't write a review. Don't read that book. You have DNF'd at 30% of the book. You are not even halfway done. Just shut the fuck up and put it away. Okay, that's really all. Your typical hater, then next, this one. Your typical haters to lovers pipeline with 0 plot. Wouldn't let my worst enemy read this. Well, I enjoyed it. So, if I would let my worst enemy read this, I mean, I'm giving them a nice book in my opinion. But, it's okay if you don't like it. I don't really mind cliches. It's a book. It's not that deep. Then this one, too fluffy and superficial for me. I'm sorry, but sometimes I just want a fluffy and superficial rom-com. Not that I find this one that superficial, but you know, yeah. I don't think that's a reason to give a book 1 star. That's very opinion based, because like someone might read it and be like, that's exactly what I want right now. I want to eat up a fluffy, superficial book. So if that's your only reason to give it 1 star, I mean, that's not my reason I would give a book 1 star, but I know I'm very generous when it comes to my ratings. I've never given out a 1 star. Then Spiral by Belle Caber, which pretty recently read. So most of these are either 4.75 or just 5 stars, so, you know, literally so bad, I don't know why I do this to myself. Well, girly, boy, whatever, I don't know why you do it to yourself either. I'm gonna guess you just don't enjoy books with these kind of vibes. Just don't pick them up anymore. Like, don't do it to yourself then. It's not that hard. You could have DNF'd and just not care. But you know what? Fine. This one says 0.5, as in half a star, insufferable. And you can tell from the fact that it took 10 days to finish it. And I read it and I was like, that's my regular thing, 10 days for a book. Like, that's my regular timeline. If I read it faster, it must be either really, really good or really, really interesting. Can go both ways, but yeah, 0.5 is a little obnoxious, a little self-centered, a little too much. Disclaimer, this video is opinions and very subjective, and I am not bashing on anyone, okay? This one was so cute. Sorry, I did not like this. I loved Collide, but I just wasn't feeling the storyline here. Sad. You see, this is what I mean. That's okay. The fact that she's like, I did really like Collide, but this one just didn't hit for me. That's fine. The fact that she's sorry, girl, you don't have to be sorry, but it's nice to read a nice 1-star review for once. So, okay, this one's really long. This is like the remade Icebreaker but worse, which is a feat already. But with two MCs with no personalities outside of stock traits, no connection, and put them in a plot with no substance or purpose. Also, the whole time I was baffled by the knowability of the hockey players. I cannot think of a single hockey player that has ever had a nationwide scandal plastered all over the media. It's fiction! I'm sorry, you guys, it's fucking fiction. It's. I don't know any hockey players. Like, I don't know any sports people, really, so. Yeah, no. And this, to me, was not the same vibe as Icebreaker, but that might be a me problem. And also, I did kind of enjoy Icebreaker, so. I don't read for the plot, I don't read for the writing most of the time, I read to be entertained. Then, Daydream by Hannah Grish, which does fall in kind of a similar romance spiral, I have to say that. Which was a 5-star for me. If you've seen my book journal video from the beginning of the year, you know how obsessed I am with this book. These characters, just looking for these reviews, I barely made it, okay? Please, what the actual fuck was this book? Hallie, grow up, you're so fucking lame, I can't. And Harry, stop trying to be real. We all know you don't believe any of the shit you're saying, never again. I mean, they talking to them like they're people. You talk to people like that with your face. That's rude of you. And I don't really know what to say about that. And you know what, Henry, stop trying to be real. We all know you don't believe any of the shit you're saying. Maybe he does believe what he's saying, and you just don't believe in it. There's a difference. This one, DNF at 12%. After not enjoying Wildfire, I was always dubious about whether I would enjoy this one. So I'm kind of not surprised it's ending this way, to be honest. It's a shame because I loved Icebreaker, but I think this is where me and Hannah Grace's breakup. Yeah. Again, do not read a book if you're not read at least 50%. In my opinion, DNFing a book means you're not reading it. But I'm sorry, giving a book 1 star at 12% in, that's just rude, and that's so stupid. Like, you haven't gotten to the good part of the book. Like half the books I read at like 10%, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, no, just don't do that. If you do, what? This book is like a mediocre 2009 rom-com that you've already watched 1,000 times. But this time it's a YouTube commentary video and a tiny dude sits in the corner and frame by frame gives unprofessional mental diagnosis of every character. So what if I like that? So what if I enjoy watching the same mediocre 2009 rom-com over and over again and reading it in a different form and watching it in a different form? And I'm sorry if I enjoy people diagnosing. I do it too. Oops. But like, no, no. And the last one, DNF at 65%. I just can't, lol. I tried, I really did. You see, now that's what I mean. She's 65% in and she's over half the book and she's not feeling it. So she DNF'd. That is fine. That to me is a lot more valid than DNFing a book at 13% and writing a review of multiple sentences. Okay, that's it. Those were the books. If you want to see me do this more, let me know, I will. Even though it does kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Again, reading is a subjective thing. Let's not bash each other for enjoying or not enjoying a book. It's subjective. It's not science. If you study it, it's a Bachelor of Art. It's not a Bachelor of Science. So shut up. It's not science. It's not that deep. I know it's not that deep. Anyway, that's it. Have fun reading your books and reviewing them. Just don't be rude and obnoxious. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.